Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. I am Olua Folakemi, your tutor for this model. I'll be getting into spiral. The list of what you will need is listed right there. Let's get started. Marking a 1 centimeter radius around the peak of one of the dots. If you have a protractor, you can use that instead, but I don't have a protractor here as such. I decided to just do a freehand with a guide, with my ruler as a guide. Once that is done, draw out your lines. Please endeavor that your lines seem like is smoothing into the circle to come like it's coming from the previous one. Then notice that one of the lines went straight to the peak of the other dot. So please note all of that when you're drawing your lines. Then I closed up the dot, the dot with the circle, and drew up a line there so that it doesn't look too much there. All of that done, cut through one, although you can cut through any one, but for me I'll be cutting through one to take out that circle. Once the circle is out, everything is laying flat, then we'll go on to line 2, cut it open, fix your pattern paper, tape it in place, bring up the other leg, create a gap of 6 centimeters, mark it out, extend it further down by 4 centimeters, 4 or 5 centimeters will be fine, cut off the excess, tape the second leg in place. That will be the process all the way till the last. That done, just highlight the join, then move to the next, which is line 3. Tape in your pattern paper, flip it over, mark your 6 centimeters gap, extend it by 5 centimeters, cut off the excess, and tape in the second leg. I need you to pay attention to what I'll be doing here. You notice there's an overlap there, so just cut it off. Then to the next one, all the way. Now let's take this as a case study. If you notice there's another leg coming out of the one I'm currently fixing. Let's see how we'll do that. We draw up that line, fold it in place, create a crease, then highlight the crease, then connect the other line into the crease. So that line becomes a guide to reaching the other line. Cut it open, place your pattern paper in place, place your pattern paper there rather, flip it over, 6 centimeter gap. Add your allowance there too. Cut off the excess. Tape it in place. If you notice, the tape did not go beyond where the opening started from. If it goes beyond that, it will not be easy to fold. So once that is folded, flip it over, whatever excess you have at the back, cut it off. So now let's go to the one that went to the peak of the other dot. Cut it, slide the dot, then tape that part in place. In the others, we've been highlighting, we've been creating gaps, but for this one we're just transferring the dot onto the pattern paper. Also, if you notice, I extended the line that was there initially. Because of the cut of the dot, I wasn't able to draw the line entirely, so I just decided, okay fine, let me draw it now since it's all stick together, so everything is looking cool and tidy. So the process remains the same all the way till the end. Let's extend it up. So that's also done. Now to the opening of the dart, because that also has to be covered. Fix your pattern paper to that, to one of the edges, preferably the one on the left, on your left rather, that will be right of the paper. Mark your 6 centimeter gap, add your 5 centimeter allowance, cut off the excess, fold it into 2, draw a line in the crease, that becomes a guide to cutting it. Pay attention to the way I will flip it, still standing that way, then bring the other side to it. So just tape it in place. Then let's cut off the excess at the edge. And tape it in place. Then I light all the lines on the left. Now let's fold. That part did not fold properly, so I had to just cut into the triangle. That way it will fold conveniently. So in the process of you folding, peradventure you encounter a part where you can't fold properly, you feel it in your fingers. Just open it up, snip into the triangle, and it should fold. There it is. Now let's come back to fabric. We'll lay flat on our fabric, preferably a plain fabric, although you can use patterned. Pin it in place. Add seam allowance to the sides, the edges. We'll be using 1 centimeter. To the other side also. Then cut. Once the cutting is done, we can fold. Although this aspect of the folding is not always required. If the fabric you're using is heavy, this would not work. You may have to just pin it in place and stitch it together step by step. All done. Now let's take it for steam press. We're back. We'll detach the pins. Then take the pattern paper away from the fabric, and we can start sewing, starting from the last. Ensure you take out the edge, the extreme edge. Take it out so we don't stitch it accidentally. The stitching is the same all the way down. So let's just thin it up. Now to the edge. Remember we added 1 centimeter seam allowance to the edge. I liked that. Then you mark 1 centimeter from the fold. Actually, the 1 centimeter from the fold is what we'll be using, so we can have enough fabric at the edge. That's why we had to add the 1 centimeter seam allowance. Once that is pinned together, look at it on the outside. Is it looking good? If it is, take it to your sewing machine and stitch it. All done. Let's place it on a mannequin. Let's see what it looks like. Looking pretty. Feel free to like, to comment, to share. Peradventure you have any questions on this, please drop it in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you very much.